There is one stock that is about to skyrocket. This company was the company you couldn't get fired for buying. The ticker is IBM, former blue chip leader. With this most recent earnings, the reaction was solid. The earnings were mixed, but there's a lot of interest despite the cloud services revenue not being super impressive compared to, say, Amazon, with Amazon Web Services getting 20-30% growth year over year. IBM not quite as strong there, but there's a lot of focus on their turnaround story from hardware in the 90s to very recently, which is what this video is all about, this earnings, this next 1 month investing opportunity, where they had more revenue in AI projects. So if they can become the on-prem secure AI solution, that is a massive, massive market. Let's jump into a little bit about IBM as of the last month or two, what these earnings reactions look like in other Mag 7 stocks. IBM isn't Mag 7, but maybe it could become one. And this is not financial advice, but the chart looks great.
This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
So this is the original Watson AI stock, the IBM that was doing legacy hardware into now AI. And this is the number, okay? Almost 8 billion in generative AI. Again, I've mentioned this a couple of days ago about IBM, but the generative is really not super awe-inspiring or anxiety reducing. Like, we'd love that AI to not be sort of researchy and fluffy, but it could be that they're just going with the times, which is to say, in buzzword fashion, generative AI is where the money is right now. So if that's what people want, fine. They do serve the real industries, right? Government, hospitals, big banks, service level agreements, data governance, on-premise servers, serious security, and they're still the leader for that. So who knows exactly if that's going to hold up. But that 8 billion is a big deal. And the more that they get associated with AI, the more this stock is going to be an interesting opportunity. So let's take a look at what these earnings actually were before we jump into essentially the comparison with other companies. And more importantly than the 10% year over year growth of the revenue is this AI number around 8 billion to 10 billion, whatever it is. This is literally the words out of their press release. Book of business is what they called it. So, I don't think an accountant would love that, but that's what they called it. Maybe an accountant did come up with that. Probably. It's pretty hand wavy. This is the sort of reaction that's a little crazy. Earnings per share beat, right? Sold off, recovered, kind of like Tesla's earnings, and then massive day and then holding up here. So talked about this a couple of days ago as being an interesting buy over this level, and continues to hold that level. It still looks super interesting. This is the dividend today. So super, super attractive risk reward wise. And what that means is if you buy on a day like, I don't know, somewhere in here on the 4th, maybe you get a favorable spot. But it's also kind of volatile within the last couple of days. Whereas here, you can look right here And you can say, hey, I'm going to buy this, whether you buy before work, whether after work, in the lunch break, you work and you're in front of your computer anyway. 9:30, you buy it. You can risk yesterday's low of 304, risk a few bucks, literally $3-4, and look for a move up of whatever it is, 5-10%, and a breakout. So that's the idea here. Pretty awesome strength and volume there, and you want to hold over that volume. Where there's volume, there's a lot of people that bought there. Shares were exchanged, which means if it gets above that level, those people are making money, which is good. Right? So here's the deal. They still have to make it clear that this AI growth is sustainable. They have this number, right? But it's unclear if this is going to continue into recurring revenue. A lot of these enterprises are being told from executives, hey, you got to spend some money on AI or we're going to look stupid, right? And if next year it comes out that, hey, you guys spend all this money on AI that we told you to spend, how are we doing? Is it helping? And everyone's like, we don't know. And they might stop spending. So this is kind of a spending cycle for enterprise contracts. And so that, 7, 8, 10 billion is great. But the real question is, will it hold up into high margin contracts and recurring revenue? So the turnaround story is real. There's no question about that. This is also arguably the leader in quantum, interestingly, given the massive moves in quantum companies. IBM participated in some of that in September, but nothing compared to the moves in the RGTIs, the IONQs, the QBTSs, the QUBTs, whatever that quantum security company is called, LAES. Actually, that one broke down. So forget all those. I think IBM's the better buy right now. If you like these ideas, hit that like button. If you want a free course on how to buy stocks before they go up, hit that subscribe. And if you want one-on-one help, head over to stockscommunity.com.
This is Sam Putnam.
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 This is Sam Putnam.